Dr Mgcini Tshwaku, Johannesburg's MMC for Public Safety. A very good evening to you, MMC, and thank you so much for your time. A lot of concern, of course, around this particular story, understandably so, but what do we know about what happened?
Good evening, Bongi, to your viewers and yourself. What we know so far is that what has been coming through from the informers on the ground and to our people, to our colleagues, other security stakeholders in the CBD, is that the DJ Warras was with the owner of a building called Zambezi, very notorious building. It's a hijacked building. So they went to view that building, just to check it out and everything. So while they approached the place and then they stopped, then the man came through and some suspects, and they actually shot him. So knowing sometimes this modus operandi is that the hijackers, they normally try to kill the owner because of the amount of money or of the revenue that they are getting into the building. So they don't want the owner to reclaim that building. So this is what we believe that might have happened. So there's also unconfirmed information, which is quite strong, but I'm still talking to my people on the ground, that his company that was owned by the father, but now inherited, was guarding the building with some other people. So he was alleged that he was trying to help the owner. He was sort of involved in terms of assisting the owners to reclaim the buildings in the city, which is a noble cause. We know that there are a lot of companies in the city which are guarding these hijacked buildings for the owners to ensure that it's not hijacked up and in its entirety.
Where is the owner now?
We're still looking for that the owner. We're looking for all that information. We're gathering all that information. That's why you guys were trying to get hold of me, because we are hard at work trying to get the leads. So we're going to confirm. We're working on it the whole night. We should be having something on Monday in terms of the motive, because at the end, Bongi, it's that we need to zoom in. There are questions you ask when there's an incident. Who is this person? What is happening? And what is the motive? And all of that. And then you have to check in terms of why he was in that area where he was, what was he doing, and all of that. So we are zooming in. We believe that this is one of the turf wars which are going silently in the city in terms of fighting for the ownership of a building.
All right.
Because so the hijackers, once they see that you're starting to move in and you're going to evict people, so they start those things of trying to assassinate whoever is trying to do a dendement. So that's what we're sort of gathering the motive at this point in time, but we're gathering information from our undercover unit within the city.
Two questions arise. The first one, have you been able to view the CCTV footage as the city has it been handed over to police?
Yes, we just have a brief view on it. Man, it's got drag laws and everything. So an APB is out in terms of for anyone who knows the area and who knows the person. And also we've given it to the stakeholder in the city, the patrollers on the city, just to check if they can identify the person. But yes, indeed, we did have a look at it. And
the second question is, you speak about the building itself, the hijacked building, the Zambezi building, as you say, and what is currently going on there. If what you are saying as the possible motive possibly is correct, then it means as the city, you may be losing the war against those who are hijacking buildings.
No, it's not. There are things that with the city we've managed. We've out of the sort of 30 odd we have. We've cleaned now 3 buildings. The Moth building, which was notorious, and the other 2 forgot their names. We are heading now for Casamia and Vanin Court, Of course, Bongi, what I said is that we can clean this building. There's no issues with the building. We can clean them. Just that is that we are waiting from the Department of Human Settlement to give our people alternative accommodation. That is all. So when the killing, we call it a turf war. Let's put it this way. It's a turf war on hijacked buildings. People are there, then we're going to remove them, no problem. We're just waiting for alternative accommodation. Now, the modus operandi is to say, if myself, Mgcini, has hijacked a building, I'm collecting rent, the other syndicates come in and become jealous, and they start now with a turf war of shooting. We believe that this is what is happening at this point in time now.
Are these syndicates known?
We've got information from the police, but I can't divulge it 100%. Yeah, but there is a war that is happening in the syndicates. There are 2 syndicates in the known by the South African police, and crime intelligence should be aware of those. It's really even linked to some of the people who supposedly zamazamas and all of that. So there is a kingpins. Same as you'll have, in the PKTT, in those things of Mandlana, said there is a top 5, it's a big 5. So even in the hijack building, you've got these top dogs who really looking into these buildings. So once you start with guarding this building, assisting the people who their building has been hijacked, you become a target. But for us, it becomes legal because we are the government. We can clean them up very quickly. We don't have to ask anyone. But you've seen us. We go in, we do our checks and all of that. And then we do evict people with a court order and with SAPS and with everyone. But we take them to alternative accommodation. But if you have a security company, you are doing it outside, then it becomes an issue. I want to check as well, is that since DJ Warras was also being alleged that he's been helping with the reclaiming of the building, I want to check other building that he has successfully cleaned, and then they've handed it back to the owners, because security companies in the CPD, they do guard buildings of the owners and ensure while the matter is in court. Then when the matter is finished, that court order comes to SAPS and JPD. We work with the security company and relocate people, and then we regain that building.
All right, let's hear from you then in a matter of days to see what else you're able to uncover. As you say that this is initial information at this stage. Let's get more details from you. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for talking to us. That is Dr Mgcini Tshwaku, Johannesburg's MMC for Public Safety.